Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It's a new week, a new month, the first week of August, and first full week, I should say. And yeah, it's a beautiful summer day here in San Diego. I hope it is nice where you are. And this is In the Raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unedited conversation. And this morning I was reading my devotional and I was reading Psalms 49. For those of you not familiar, Psalms is a group of books or group of it's a book actually in the Bible, but it's a group of writings, mostly by King David, but others wrote in Psalms as well. And this Psalm, Psalm 49, is written not by David, but by the descendants of Korah. And these people were the Levites, the people that were in charge of the service in the temple. And among other roles, they were worship leaders in the temple, to put it that way. And they write this psalm. It's a reflection on life and you know, how we live, how we strive to have everything in life, and at the end we don't take anything with us, right? So I'm gonna read it and make some pauses as I read to comment on my reflections on this. So it starts: listen to this, all people. Pay attention, everyone in the world. So they are directing this to everybody, no exception, everybody. Everyone in the world, it says. High and low, rich and poor, listen. So he's saying anybody, whether you are high or low, in other words, whether you have a lot of wisdom or a lot of education, a lot of intelligence or not, or if you're rich and poor. For my words are wise, and my thoughts are filled with insight. I listen carefully to many proverbs and solve riddles with inspiration from a harp. Why should I fear when trouble comes, when enemies surround me? So he's starting by saying, why should I be afraid when there's trouble? How many of us, are afraid when we are faced with trouble? They trust in their wealth and boast in great riches. So what he's saying is people that become afraid when trouble comes are people that trust in their wealth, people that trust in their own strength, in their own selves. Yet they cannot redeem themselves from death by paying a ransom to God. Redemption does not come so easily, for no one can ever pay enough to live forever and never see the grave. In other words, he's saying, as much money as you have, you cannot pay to stay alive. And there's people out there that have frozen themselves or have, looked to science to try to live eternally, but nobody can spend any amount of money to stay alive. Those who are wise must finally die, just like the foolish and the senseless, leaving all their wealth behind. So everybody dies, in other words. Those who are wise, those who are foolish, those that are senseless. The grave is their eternal home, where they will stay forever. They may name their estates after themselves, but their fame will not last. They will die just like animals. Wow, it puts it kind of blunt here, right? We die just like animals because we are considered part of the animal kingdom. But let me go back to what it says in the beginning of this verse. They may name their estates after themselves, but their fame will not last. They will, all their wealth, everything that they have, everything that you possess, you may have put a name to it and give it as an inheritance to your survivors, right? But their fame will not last, it says. And this is so interesting because I heard this one time, or I read it, that we are only remembered so much. And if you think about it, when we die, our children are going to remember us for sure. Our grandchildren are going to remember us because they they interacted with us, maybe our great-grandchildren. But the next generations after that are very unlikely to remember. Like, I don't know anything about my great-grandparents. I know maybe who they were, their names. Maybe I've seen a picture of them if pictures were around at that time. But I don't know anything about them. I can't remember them. I can't have a connection, an emotional connection of remembrance like I would with my dad who passed away, or my grandparents who also passed away and I interacted with them, but that's about it. So, our fame is forgotten, is what he's saying. It will not last. This is the fate of fools, though they are remembered as being wise. Like sheep, they are led to the grave, where death will be their shepherd. In the morning, the godly will rule over them. Their bodies will rot in the grave, far from their grand estates. So our bodies, everybody's body will rot in the grave. When you think about it, no matter how beautiful you or handsome you were, your body will rot in the grave, will decompose, will decay. But as for me, God will redeem my life. He will snatch me from the power of the grave. What he's saying is, and he's kind of prophesying here, he's saying, I'm not going to see eternal death, because I will resurrect just like Jesus resurrected. I'm also going to resurrect one day. So don't be dismayed when the wicked grow rich and their homes become ever more splendid. For when they die, they will take nothing with them. Isn't that the truth? We don't take anything with us when we die. Their wealth will not follow them into the grave. In this life, they consider themselves fortunate and are applauded for their success, but they will not die like all before them. But they will die like all before them and never again see the light of day. People who boast in their wealth don't understand. They will die just like animals. And so this is very interesting because it puts things in perspective. We're not taking anything with us. We're all going to die. We're all going to leave this earth one day. And the only thing that we can take with us is the hope that we will see our children, our loved ones in heaven one day. As we leave this earth, we leave with that hope. We leave with that, looking forward to that one day we will see those who we loved, those who we love right now, in heaven with us. That's the only thing we will take with us, and hopefully that will happen. As we leave this earth, we will receive everybody that we love that will come after us. All right, well, I hope you have an amazing day, amazing week, and we will talk to you soon.